Sometimes, it's the smallest problems we ignore. The tiniest mistake, the tiniest habit, can sink the biggest dreams. This story shows how small actions shape your life, for better or worse. On a calm, sunny morning, a sailor set out on his big, sturdy boat. The boat was strong, polished, and ready to cross the vast ocean. The sailor's eyes sparkled with excitement. Dreams of adventure and success filled his heart. But as he checked the boat, he noticed a tiny hole in the hull. It was so small that he barely paid attention. Ah, it's nothing, a tiny thing. It won't matter, he thought. And he set sail, confident and happy. At first, the hole did nothing. Just a few drops of water trickled in. The sailor ignored it, focusing on the horizon, the wind in his sails, the adventure ahead. Days passed, and the water slowly began to rise, almost unnoticeable at first. The sailor continued his journey, unaware of the danger growing beneath him. He ate, slept, and navigated, never realizing that small negligence was accumulating. One evening, a storm approached. Waves grew taller. The wind howled. The water in the boat was higher now, and the sailor felt the boat becoming heavier. He tried to bail it out, but every wave pushed in more water than he could remove. Panic set in. Fear gripped him. How could this happen? My boat is strong. My journey is important. Why is this happening? He shouted to the sky. Then he remembered the tiny hole he had ignored from the beginning. It was so small. I didn't think it mattered, and now, the realization hit him hard. Sometimes, tiny things, small habits, small excuses, small delays start quietly and grow without notice. The sailor fought the storm, struggled with the waves, but the boat sank slowly, piece by piece. He climbed onto a small floating plank, exhausted, wet, and wiser. He watched as the big boat, once strong and ready to carry him to his dreams, was swallowed by the ocean. Days later, when he returned to shore, he reflected on his mistake. The sailor realized something crucial. Small habits, if ignored, can destroy even the biggest dreams. Procrastination, excuses, overthinking, negative thoughts, or neglecting responsibilities, all are like tiny holes in your life's boat. They may seem harmless, but over time, they accumulate, and if left unchecked, they can sink your journey. He learned another truth. Fixing the small things early saves the whole journey. Cleaning the tiny hole today, managing small habits daily, taking care of little responsibilities prevents disaster and keeps your life afloat. From that day on, the sailor repaired his boat carefully, checked every plank, and nurtured small, good habits. Slowly, the boat became stronger than before. He sailed again, this time aware, mindful, and patient. Every small action mattered. Every moment of attention counted. And the journey became smoother, safer, and more successful. The lesson was clear. Never underestimate small things. A tiny habit ignored today can become tomorrow's storm. A small step corrected today can lead to lifelong success. Small habits and actions determine the course of your life. Ignore tiny problems, and they grow. Fix them early, and they save your entire journey. If this story inspired you to pay attention to small habits, subscribe for more soul-touching stories that guide your mind and life.